And now blueberry plants created at a state university and sold to Mexican farms. I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern has spent nearly 3 months investigating, and tonight exposes how your tax dollars have made it all possible.
The University of Florida developed new types of blueberries to help Florida farmers make a living. Then UF sold the rights to grow those same blueberries to farms in Mexico. Local farmers say it's feeding the competition.
Farming's the only thing I know.
Bo Snively is a fourth-generation farmer in the business of blueberries.
It's just harder and harder to turn a profit.
For a few weeks early in the growing season, Florida was once the only place in the world producing blueberries. But the I-Team found Mexican blueberry imports to the U.S. have nearly tripled in the last 3 years. Mexico's blueberry boom worth $220 million in 2017, according to the USDA. Florida blueberries were once the only game in town.
When I got in, it was like blue gold. That's what we called it.
That blue rush, farmer Bill Braswell says, was about 20 years ago. Today, he worries if the industry will even make it another 5. He blames the University of Florida. The former president of the Florida Blueberry Growers Association says he raised concerns years ago.
I've confronted the university. I thought the process was unfair, not just to Florida growers, but to the citizens of Florida.
The I-Team found the University of Florida licenses the blueberries it creates in other countries, including Mexico. Those agreements generated more than $5 million in blueberry royalties last year for the public university. Taxpayers also forked over nearly $500 million in the last 3 years alone to support the university's Institute of Food and Agricultural Science. Since the 1940s, the university has patented dozens of blueberry plants. That research is behind more than 90% of all blueberries grown in Florida today. Jared Fishkin, assistant produce manager at a Tampa health food store, says he always tries to buy local, but it is more expensive.
It's usually, $4 difference by weight, usually by the pound.
Florida farmers must pay to grow these blueberries, 30 cents per plant to the university's nonprofit, which also licenses to foreign farms.
There is a potential competitive threat to our Florida industry.
John Butenmuller is the executive director of that nonprofit. And if Florida farmers are the priority, why license to other countries at all?
Our licensing program is done out of the protection of Florida growers.
That's right. The university says it licenses its blueberries to foreign farms to protect local growers.
Because it's impossible to stop international theft of plants. You can't stop any country from using it. So we're trying to control it and make money to put back into the industry.
Dr. Jack Payne, the top decision maker at UF's Agricultural Institute, says it's too expensive for the university to sue if foreign farmers steal their blueberry plants. So they license instead. What do you say to farmers who say the University of Florida is helping put them out of business?
Well, it's not true. This is not an issue in Florida. 99% of people understand it.
They're going to find it difficult to believe that this is happening.
Patent attorney Edward Livingston says the university could have banned their foreign farmers from sending blueberries to the U.S. during Florida's picking season.
And that is something they could have inserted in that license, because a patent gives you the right to control the importation.
So far, UF hasn't done that. I just want to reference one article that you had written about a year ago. When you say Florida growers don't fear international competition, do you think that's still true now?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But Bo Snively, a fourth-generation farmer, worries there won't be another behind him. Not if UF continues working with competing farms.
They do help out the community, but they're also benefiting other countries as well, which is killing the small farmer.
Kylie, interesting story. So does the University of Florida plan to make any changes to the way they're doing business at this point?
As of right now, no. They say this is just the way that things are done. And tomorrow night, you will hear from industry leaders and lawmakers who are calling for major changes moving forward.
Kylie, thank you. We look forward to hearing about those changes.